Hello and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2021-22 season. My name is Dan and welcome to the Gameweek 12 deadline stream, guys. I've got a nice pint of squash with quadruple strength at the moment. Quadruple strength, new thing they've brought out. Absolutely lethal, this stuff, but it does help me out. It does help me out, keeps me hydrated and gets me ready for the game week. You've got to have a squash when you're streaming. Lubricate that throat, guys, you know what I mean? Guys, I am so excited to be back playing FPL. I'm so glad the Premier League is back. I've been waiting so long for this moment, and honestly, like I said on Twitter earlier, if it wasn't for literally having a wedding during the international break, I would have been ripping my hair out. I have been so excited to get back into it. I really have. So yeah, absolutely really good to be back. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am. I imagine a lot of you are. Guys, we've got all kinds of things to talk about today. I've got to make my transfer for the week. A few of you guys already know what transfer I'm going to be making. A few of you may not. It's pretty boring on this week, I'm not going to lie. So we're going to be locking in that transfer. We're going to lock in our final selection. We're going to be locking in our final captains. We'll probably talk a lot about captains today, to be honest. I am going to give a shout out to Mind Charity, the charity thing that I'm doing at the moment. We'll talk about that in a minute. And also, we have got the bench list. I know you guys are very, very keen to hear the bench list. So those of you who are new around here, perhaps you don't know about the bench list, we will talk all about that. A few of you guys want to have a look at my bench there as well in the chat. So let's show you that. We're going to do all kinds. So, right, to start off, guys, I do want to show you the fundraising thing that me and Mrs. FPL Mate have been doing in celebration of our wedding, because a few people obviously we went live. Hang on, I'll just put it on screen. Last week, me and my now wife, the day before our wedding, we did a stream where we were trying to raise some money for Mind Charity, which is a mental health charity here in the UK, which is a topic very important to both of us. So I promised in that stream that anyone who donates after the stream has ended, I will read out their Just Giving donations there as well. So I'm going to do that now. So yeah, thank you everyone who got involved before. Thank you anyone who wants to get involved now. We are aiming to get to £1,000 total. Let's see how close we can get. So let's have a look at these. So Poppy Bain says, thanks Dan for drawing attention to an important cause. Well done. Andy S says great cause. Wayne says great cause to support and best luck for the big day, Dan. The big day went well. David Alvey says great cause. Keep up the good content. All the best on your wedding day. Unam says awesome cause. It's very close to home. Also congrats you and Mrs. FPL Mate, and all the best with the game this. Mark Stoss says, I think I might have read out some of these last week, but we'll keep reading them out anyway. Mark says congratulations Dan and future Mrs. Mate. Thank you for your great work and well done for supporting a great cause. Cheers. Dan Cross says, congrats on the wedding. I wish you much happiness. Amazing thing to do to celebrate. €5 there from Anonymous. Skyrith here says, congrats to you both. I think I read that. I think I read a lot of these last week, actually. So let's move on to some that I haven't read out yet. Here we go from, let's just go from Amy. Congratulations, Dan. I hope you both have a lovely wedding day. Jason says, congrats, Dan and Morgan. Dan, you have been a legend on this channel. Morgan, you're a star for all the support you give, Dan. I expect to see a keep in the next buy, sell, keep avoid video. David S says, well done and good luck to you both. Rohit says, the new power couple of football. You guys look great together. A very good course you've taken up here. Keep the spirits high and good wishes for your big day. Richard Hume says, congrats Dan. Christian says, congratulations for your wedding. Excellent course, buddy. Loving your work. Rich says, congrats on your wedding and well done for thinking of others at what must be a stressful time. It was a pretty stressful time, to be fair, but you're never too stressful to be charitable, I don't think. Laura says, congratulations. Hope you have a lovely day tomorrow celebrating. Frederick says, congratulations, what a week you've had, a great charity, mate. Mental health affects us all. I personally lost one brother and one sister by suicide. Commiserations, Frederick. But yeah, obviously that's why it's so important to be aware of this kind of stuff, isn't it? But yeah, that is awful. Nick G says, thanks both for supporting an important charity and Dan offering some insight into your journey. Hope you had a great wedding. And best wishes for your future. You seem like a lovely couple. Thank you very much. Anonymous FPL player says, congrats on the wedding. I wish you a life together full of happiness, and thank you for letting us join this great cause. Anonymous says, well done, man. Congratulations on your wedding. Very happy to donate to a good cause. Sorry to hear about the dark days. They look like they are well behind you. All the best. They certainly are. Andrew Jones says, all the best for your upcoming wedding, and thanks for supporting a great cause and for giving me some top FPL tips. Garrett here says, Dan, your authentic vigour is infectious, my friend. Keep making the world better in your own way. White Rover says, all the best. Enjoy your lives together, Dan. Keep her smiling. Treat her like those premium captains, and you should live happily ever after. God bless. Thank you very much. Anonymous says, congrats, guys, and thanks for supporting a great cause. DeBundy says, congratulations. Keep up the good work. Craig says, hope you both had an amazing wedding day. The pics looks great. Keep up the great work, Dan, and thanks for supporting this amazing charity. It's helped so many people, myself included. Cheers. Oh, that's so amazing to hear, Craig. Stuart says, one of the happiest YouTube streams I've seen. All the best for the future. Rob says, nice one, Dan. You clearly love a guy, and I wish you and Mrs. FPL Mate all the happiness. Good luck. Good on you for supporting Mind. There we go. So yeah, thank you so much for everyone who has helped raise some money for Mind charity. I've got a little bit more to add from the donations from that stream itself, and yeah, hopefully we can top that up to 1,000, and I'll add a little bit as well. So there you go, guys. I know a few of you guys perhaps just want to talk about FPL today, but I did want to just dedicate the first few minutes of this stream, just to yeah, have a look at that, and you know, give a little bit of appreciation to those who have donated, of course. Yeah, really important to bear in mind. Mental health affects us all. It may, you know, maybe even particularly in this FPL game, you know, it's a stressful game at times. You know, hopefully it brings joy and brings a little bit of escapism to a lot of us. It certainly has for me. But yeah, no, always be aware of the you know, mental health problems that other people are going through, and yeah, you know, if you're going through it, doesn't make you a weak person, doesn't make you a bad person. It happens to the best of us. It really does, and you will get through it. I promise you. So there we go, guys. Right, back onto FPL. As I see, the chat is going a little bit wild. Have we had any super chats yet that I need to catch up on? I'm sure I do. We've got one here from Mo's vlog. It says, who to play out of Rafinha and Jimenez? Oh, Mo, if only you'd waited just a few more minutes, because we are going to reveal the Gameweek 12 bench list. The most revolutionary... There's a cat scratching at my door, I think. Yeah, there's a cat scratching at my door. We are going to show you the most revolutionary list in FPL right now, in the FPL community. It's the ultimate tool. Let me tell you how it works. So, every week on these deadline streams, for those of you guys who are new around here, I make a list of players that a lot of you guys are considering benching, and I put them in order of who I would most like to play to the players who I would not like to play so much. You guys have a lot of benching problems. We're going to help you out. So here we go on screen. I've not added too many players in yet. If you guys want to suggest some players to add to the bench list, I will tell you where I would personally put them. But as an example, say you have to decide who you're going to bench out of. We'll just do a really simple one to start off with. Say you have two players that you don't know which one you're going to bench, which one you're going to start. Those players are Foden and Livramento. Now, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I could get this all wrong. In my opinion, I would start Foden and bench Livramento if I had those two players in the dilemma. Now, hopefully, you guys are going to be able to play both of those players. I'm playing both of those players. Hopefully, a lot of you guys are too. But, you know, for a situation where you've got both Foden in your team and you've got Brownhill. As you can see, Brownhill very, very low down the priority list. So Brownhill should definitely be benched rather than a player like Foden. So that is how the bench list works. Hopefully really going to be helpful to you guys as always. Hopefully, you know, it's just a big part of your streams. I noticed kind of that the stream chat, every time I was doing the deadline streams, was absolutely dominated by people asking who should I bench out of this player and this player. So I thought this list might be a little bit easier. Sesh74 says, congrats mate, shall I play Vardy or Dyer? Gallagher in order, please. Well, Vardy is playing against Chelsea. I think that's going to be tough. Eric Dyer could be interesting, but I think you have to play Gallagher. So I play Gallagher and then Vardy because I guess you back the attacker and then Dyer last. The problem is that Dyer, although he is playing for a a more promising Spurs defence, or a defence that we are feeling more positive about. He doesn't offer any attacking threat whatsoever. Eric Dyer doesn't. He really doesn't. So, you know, you lose your clean sheet and you lose all your points, right? And that's pretty much the situation. He's unlikely to get bonus points. You know, it's just not an amazing pick, I guess. So I would be going for Gallagher first, then Vardy, and then Eric Dyer. But I guess we'll add those players to the list because maybe a few of you guys have a similar situation. So the first player was Gallagher. I think I would put Gallagher pretty high, to be fair. I'd probably put Gallagher around here. I'd probably put Vardy probably around here. And I would put... Who was the last player? Eric Dyer. Pretty... not super... Like, you know what? I'm actually going to... am I? Yeah. No. I don't know. I want to put... Dyer just below Vardy, around this area. I'm not exactly sure exactly where. Maybe beneath Smith Rowe. Something like that. But yeah, let's keep it like that. We've got super chats from Maverick. Says, congratulations, mate. Best wishes. Bench 1, Gallagher, Livramento and Rafinha. Oh, that's tough. But yeah, according to this bench list, Gallagher is the man to bench. Okay, my cat really wants to come into this room. Thank you for the super chat, Maverick, though. I really do appreciate that. And hopefully this bench list is making sense to you. I'm going to go see what my cat wants. You guys peruse the bench list for a second. What do you want? Do you want to come in here? Do you want to say hello to everyone? Come on, then. You really want to come and say hello to everyone? Come on. Calm down. Can everyone see you? There we go. Look. No, don't look at me. There you go. You said your hello. Oh, you said your hellos. Now, don't you think that it's time for you to let me do my stream? I think it is. Down you go. Oh. I'm going to leave the door open so you can wander in and out. There was another super chat that came in. Oh wait, was there? I feel like there was. I am lagging a little bit as always. I am going to get. I actually am going to be ordering a new computer this weekend though, so that's good news, I suppose. And then we can finally end this lag debacle. Let's see how we can cut down on some of this lag because I am missing chats and the like. And then we'll get back to the bench list and we'll start adding some more players in to hopefully help you out. Oh, some people in the chat remember Milton's name. You remember the cat's name? Well played. DRBSN says, Rashford pod. Look at their fixtures until March, Chelsea aside. I don't know what pod means, but maybe it's an Australian thing. But Rashford, I'm not super keen on Rashford. He's quite expensive. He is rotation risk as well, particularly over a busy fixture schedule. We are expecting a little bit of rotation, and Rashford would be one of those players. If I was to go for a Manchester United player, I would strongly be looking at Cristiano Ronaldo. He's obviously the top pick, isn't he? So try and get Cristiano Ronaldo, I guess. If not, I mean, I guess Bruno Fernandes could be good, but it's just a little bit too expensive for me again. So Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be that guy you want to target if you want to go for Manchester United players. Not really too keen on anyone aside from that. Ollie Anderson says, hello, mate. You think Antonio to Armstrong and Saka to Jota is a good move? Bless. Not really. I would be looking to keep Antonio, really. Armstrong's kind of only really got one good fixture. We don't know for 100%. We can probably say 90% Armstrong's going to start, but we don't know for 100% he's going to start. And after that, he's got Liverpool, some other rubbish fixtures. Brighton are in there, Armstrong, you may like him this week, but for future game weeks, you're probably not going to like him so much. So not so keen on that. Saka to Jota looks good in the scope of one game week, but really, again, I'm not super convinced by by that one. You know, Jota is going to play Arsenal this game week. Maybe it's just worth saving your transfers and trying to do something next week. Maybe bring in Jota after the Arsenal game. It could be a little bit of a better time. The cat is gone now, so let's close the door. Okay. Rohith, I've seen in the chat that you have you've asked who to bench. Why don't you look at the bench list, my friend? You're a regular. You should know these things. Aranya says, would you rather get Kane or Son? Given that we, I can answer that really simply, really, to be honest. Aranya, I would rather have Kane. Yeah, I've kind of spoken about Kane versus Son a little bit this week in some videos. Yeah, I do prefer Kane, and if you want to get the full lowdown on that, I think I spoke about it in depth in my buy, sell, keep, avoid video. So yeah, that's why basically. Josh says Steele or Ramsdale, Foden and Hwang or Jota and Jimenez. I think there is a lot of argument to go for Steele over Ramsdale, to be honest. The thing is that Ramsdale has the potential to get a haul here. He's going to make lots of saves regardless. If Arsenal do keep a clean sheet, that's going to be a big score. So that is, Ramsdale's going to have a very high upside, but Steele has probably got the better chance of a clean sheet there. Foden and Hwang or Jota and Jimenez. I guess Foden and Hwang. Jimenez is a minor doubt. Probably going to play, but a minor doubt. Alex says, hi Dan, great content as always, and congratulations on your marriage. Thank you very much. Which two would you play better? Foden, Jimenez and Livramento. I would pick Foden and Livramento. Matthew Vaughan says, just donated £10 of mine to Mate. Cancelo cap thoughts. I'll have a look at that in a minute, Matthew. Thank you very much, my friend. Cancelo captain, it's a risky one, but it's a nice risk. I've actually got Cancelo as my vice captain. It's the risk, but it's if I was to go for a risky captain this week, I think Cancelo would be the one. DRBSN says pod equals point of difference. I've not heard of that one, but I will remember it. Simon says, hi Dan, Antonio out for Tony. Thanks. Definitely not. No, definitely not. Don't like that. Don't like that too much. And Laser Sharp says, hello mate, who's going to be your captain and vice captain this week? My captain is Salah. My vice captain is Cancelo. Can we add a few more players to the bench list? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people just mentioning players that are already on the list. Start ESR or Tony. Yeah, again, guys, I cannot reiterate enough how the bench list works. If the player is high on this list, the thing is, to be fair, if I put it like that, you can see play higher, bench lower. Yeah, if your players that you are considering are on the list in front of you guys, then that is your question already answered. Someone says they want Semedo and Saka and Chilwell. Okay, Semedo, Saka and Chilwell. So I'm going to go straight in with Chilwell. He's going to go straight away at the top. There's no way he should be benching Chilwell. We'll put Saka pretty low, to be fair. I am going to put him above Smith Rowe, though. Kind of a bit middle. And who was the last one that was mentioned there? I've completely forgotten. Ben White, someone mentioned. Sorry, my brain is like a sieve today. Ben White, where should I put you? Pretty low. I'm going to put Ben White, honestly, probably like here. Genuinely really low for Ben White. Why is Rafinha so high up? Because he's Rafinha. He's a fantastic football player. He's not that high. I mean, there's still some players above him. I mean, maybe you would put some of these players above Rafinha, I guess. I mean, to be fair, yeah, you probably would put Rafinha maybe a bit lower. Yeah, you are making me doubt myself. Let's put Rafinha down here. Sometimes when a few more players are added, you kind of see the whole list in a bit more context. You do kind of think, Maybe I should move it. But I mean, nothing is, this is just a very vague list that I come up with to try and roughly help you guys, because obviously I can't answer all of your questions. There's just too many. This is very rough advice, Semedo was the other player. Thank you. Thank you very much. Semedo is going to be pretty low. Semedo is going to go down probably here. The reason why Broya's so low, by the way, guys, is because I don't think he's going to start this week. I just don't think he's going to start, which is a shame. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Put Aspilicueta on the bench list. Okay, hang on. These. Oh, sorry, guys. I've come back from my wedding with a bit of a cold. So many people in one place, and colds and stuff going about. It's not COVID though, guys, don't worry. Femi says, thanks for your bench dilemma heat map. It's brill. Please, can you add Antonio to the list? Congrats on all the good things that have happened in your life recently. Thank you so much, Femi. And we will indeed add Antonio just for you. I'm going to put him pretty high. In fact, I'm actually going to put Antonio second on this entire list. I have that much faith in him. He's going to be pretty high. Lasse says Kane and Gallagher in, Havertz and Antonio out. That's not bad. That's not bad, to be fair. If you're taking a -4, I would maybe not. To be honest, those two transfers, you could probably wait one more week before you do those. Havertz is going to start. Well, we really strongly think he's going to start. Antonio's game against Wolves is probably the best fixture that West Ham have for a few game weeks. So it's actually a pretty good fixture for Antonio. Kane, I think you can afford to wait one more week if you want to. I mean, obviously, ideally you would have him this week, but I don't think you have to have him this week. I mean, let's see. But yeah. Fornals, people are asking for Fornals. Fornals is just a poor man's. I mean, he's above Benrahma but below Bowen, isn't he? Really, Fornals is going to be pretty, not low but pretty averagely placed, I guess. Maybe we'll put him. You know what? We can put him pretty high. And let's. I'm going to add Bowen in as well, but just because, they come as a pair. They come as a pair, those guys. Trossard. Okay, we're desperate for Trossard, to get Trossard on this list. Let me have a think. Okay, so they're playing Aston Villa. Aston Villa under new management. Aston Villa have said they're going to be a bit more defensive, but Trossard has been in some pretty good form. It's on penalties. Let's put him around here. There we go. Why is Emil Smith-Rowe so low? Because he's playing against Liverpool. It's not an ideal fixture. To be honest, it could, all of the players are, all of the players from kind of here onwards, ideally, you'd want to play all of these guys. If that was your squad, that would be a pretty good squad. Genuinely, that's not too bad. You want to play all of these players, ideally, but you have to bench someone. We can say, oh, I really don't want to bench Smith-Rowe. But if your other option is to bench Livramento, for example, then you kind of have to. And that's kind of one of the problems of having a strong bench. And I'm all up for having a strong bench, particularly over the Christmas period. But you are going to have situations where you are putting points on the bench. It's going to happen. It just, you can't really escape it. So, we can say some players are kind of unexpectedly low. But all of these players are in contention to start in your FPL teams. That's why they're on the list. They're all good. Well, I mean, most of them are good players. That's what puts them on the bench list. Otherwise, you'd already know that you're going to bench them, or you already know you're going to play them. And they're already in contention, right? Morning, Dan Cross. Hope you're doing well. Livramento is fairly high there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be the guy to put people off playing Livramento. I mean, I'm definitely starting him. I've learned my lesson. Last week was one of the first few times I've benched Livramento, and it didn't go well. Somnaf says, is Havertz starting? Yes, he should be starting. Belinderjit says, Rafinha to Trossard. 2 transfers this week. No, I'm not really too keen on that. if I'm going to get someone out for, if I'm going to take out Rafinha, I'm going to bring in someone like, I don't know, who am I going to bring in for Rafinha? Jota, ideally, maybe, if you want to think towards the future, I'd maybe bring in a Bowen. I think that could be pretty nice. Ramsey Unleashed here in the chat says, I took out Rice for Bowen and Hwang for Cucho, as had 2 transfers. Rice was a good backup, budget tight. Rice out for Bowen. I mean, that is an upgrade, right? Moyank says Lamptey versus Royale for Duffy. I prefer Lamptey. He's a bit cheaper. He's a bit more benchable. These players, we don't want to have our bench 2 stacked. And although I do like Emerson, Lamptey is I think could be a future star in FPL terms. I really think he could potentially be a future star. So let's see. But let's. I'm gonna add Royale and Regulon to this list, I guess. And for this week, I would put them above quite a lot of players. To be fair, put them pretty high. So Regui. Let's. Where is the button I'm looking for? There it is. Regulon. I'm gonna put Emerson just below him actually. Or am I? I don't know. I can never decide who I prefer out of those 2. Let's put Emerson above. Because he's a bit more differential. And that makes things a bit more exciting. So yeah, those are players you should be starting if you have them, right? Rudiger. Pretty high. Pretty high. How high? Would I prefer... I think I actually would put... He's kind of in the same region as Diaz, right? But I think City have got a slightly better chance of a clean sheet. So let's do that. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Mount looks like starting. Where would you put him? Again, pretty... I don't know. Not that high, I guess. I think I'll put Mount like here. Let's put Mason Mount here. We have gone off the list, so we do need to decrease the font size. But we are getting through these players, which is decent. Excuse me, guys. Ooh, we've got a little bit more space for a couple more players that we can add to the list. Add Hwang. Hwang's on the list. I can't find him. Here he is. He's down all the way down here. There you go. Had Laporte. Do enough people have Laporte? I don't know. I don't know. Unless Maximan. I have seen a few players. I don't really know if I should be putting these on the list because these are really, really low owned players. I don't know. Where do you put Sancho? I mean, does anyone own Sancho? Like, seriously? Zaha. I mean, a few people have Zaha, don't they? Hwang is already on the list. Pookie. Okay. Let's have a think here. Where would I put Pookie? Duffy's on the list. Jota, I'm not putting on the list. If you have Jota, play him. If you have Maxwell Cornet, play him. If you have Havertz, Jota, Reece James, play these guys. You should not even be doubting this. I mean, arguably, you shouldn't even be doubting players like Chilwell and Antonio. I don't know why I put them on the list, really. But, okay, a few people have said to add Laporta. I think Andy Let's Talk FPL bought Laporta a little while ago, which kind of meant he's kind of popular among the YouTube scene, isn't he? So I guess we can add him in. I mean, I guess you just put him next to Diaz, right? Yeah, I guess you just put him here. Slightly more attacking threat from corners. There you go. But it would be high. It would be very high. Aniket says Foden is sure to start, right? Not sure. I'm not. No one here is sure about anything, particularly when we come to a team like Manchester City. But I would say that Foden's chances of starting are pretty high. To be fair, pretty high. yeah, I mean, if I had Foden in my team, I would definitely. I do have Foden in my team. I'm definitely starting him. There's no chance that he goes to my bench. There's no chance. If he's injured, he's injured. If he's not injured, then you would hope that he doesn't even come on for a 1-pointer. Now, if there is a chance of him starting, I think he will, because Manchester City have got De Bruyne out, they've got Torres out, they've got Grealish out, which are kind of obviously their attacking players. And they're playing against Everton, which is a nice fixture. Foden could be an important player in this team, potentially starting as a striker there as well. Particularly we expect Bernardo Silva in De Bruyne's absence. Bernardo Silva probably drops back into midfield, and Foden would play as the striker. Sterling would be on the left, and Gabriel Jesus would be on the right. And that's kind of how they would line up. So if Foden starts, he's probably going to be starting as a number 9 as well. So really, really promising stuff. Really promising stuff. So, yeah, that's basically what I would say on that one. Definitely, if you've got Foden, play him. I think he could be really good. There we go. A few people asking about my transfers and my team. So let's see if Fantasy Premier League loads. So yeah, I am going to just lock in my transfer now because I've not got any doubts about this one. I say I've not got any doubts. I've been thinking about it a lot and have come to the conclusion that this is the transfer I want to make. I have to make a transfer. Going to do it. Lamptey, not going to play him this week. I'm going to have him first on my bench this week just in case. And from next week, he is going to be playing quite a lot of games for me. Like I say, Southampton. If you look at Southampton's fixtures, they do not look great. Liverpool, Leicester, Brighton, Arsenal. I mean, Brighton, that's not a bad fixture for a defender, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, no, Liverpool, Leicester, Arsenal here. They've got Crystal Palace away. Crystal Palace obviously playing quite well at the moment. They've got West Ham here, Spurs. There is some kind of tricky games. So we do kind of need an alternate to Livramento. And that is where Tariq Lamptey comes in. Some quite nice fixtures here. So Leeds at home next week, quite nice. Southampton here, Wolves at home over there in Gameweek 17. Brentford home in Gameweek 19. And I'll just kind of switch between those two players. They do rotate quite nicely around the Christmas period. I do feel like at the moment, I want to have an okay bench, because over the Christmas period, the fixtures come thick and fast. We're talking about something ridiculous like like 10 game weeks in the space of 5 actual weeks. So like 2 game weeks per week over the next month or so. So loads of fixtures. There is going to be a little bit of rotation. There's going to be a few benchings. So therefore, having not a strong bench, but having players on your bench that you're happy to play is going to be a bit of an advantage. Now with Duffy's the kind of player who I would play if I had to play. Lamptey is a kind of player who I am actually excited to play, if that makes sense. Playing in as a winger, as a right winger in last game for Brighton, really, really promising to see Lamptey playing in a really, really advanced position. Not just a right wing back, an actual right winger. Really, really good. So, we know how good Lamptey is. If he can keep being as impactful and promising looking as a player, getting clean sheet points for Brighton's good defence and playing in a very advanced position, maybe being the answer to Brighton's attacking lacking, if you like, then could be an insane pick. Super differential right now. Not many people have him. Not many people are even going to have the opportunity to get him. We could be onto a good thing, and that is why, guys, I am going to be bringing in Lamptey. Someone says, Lamptey injury prone. Yeah, fine. He's not like he's a player I need to start every week. He's not like a crucial player in my squad, right? But he's a really nice option to have. Really nice option to have. Dan Cross says, right back FC. Don't you know it? Look at all those right backs. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, aren't they? So let's look in that transfer. Duffy out, Lamptey in. One of my 2 free transfers used. 0.2 million taken from my bank. Let's confirm those transfers. And Lamptey is going to be the player planning a little bit for the future. As you can see, he's first on my bench. So if we have any disasters in the main squad, he is there as backup brigade. He's pretty good all in all. JT with the super chat says, Wilson or Antonio captain, thoughts? Not really feeling it. If you've got players like Salah, Cancelo, Ronaldo, Kane, these are players I probably prefer as a captain. If you want to go differential, I would go Cancelo. If you want to go safe, I'd go Salah. If you have Ronaldo in your team, I know a lot of you guys have Cristiano Ronaldo, he'd actually probably be my number one captain pick for this week. I don't have him. I don't have the option to go for Cristiano Ronaldo. But if you do, that could be really nice for you. You know, this could be one of those weeks that if you have Cristiano Ronaldo in your team and he bags a hat-trick or something like that, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but say Cristiano bags a hat-trick and you can see that very possibly happening against Watford, and you have him captain, you are going to fly up the ranks. You're going to soar because not ever, particularly in the higher positions, not too many people have Ronaldo. Too many people have him. So an opportunity for you guys in a way could be pretty good. But yeah, aside from that, we are really looking at Salah, Kane, Cancelo. Probably not looking too much further than that, really. So Wilson and Antonio, never in my thoughts. If I had to pick one of Wilson or Antonio, I don't know. I don't feel like either of their ceilings is quite high enough to justify captaining them. So yeah, I don't think I'd be picking either of those guys. Hopefully that answers your questions, AT, in a roundabout way. But there we go. Yeah, but anyway, that's me. That's me locked in. 25 minutes to stream. That's like to deadline. That's probably a record for me. Usually I'm leaving it super late. Really, really late before locking in my transfers and stuff like that. But we have gone, 25 minutes to go. That's pretty early for me. I'm not a fan of early transfers at all. I try and leave them literally to the last minute if I can. So that's kind of what I've done again. But yeah, that's how the team's going to be lining up for this week. 81st at the moment. I think we could push up a little bit higher. Maybe. We'll see. Those pesky bench boosters can't hurt me this week. That's for sure. But yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I'm really happy with my team at the moment, to be fair. And the fact that I've still got 2 transfers and money in the bank. I think we're on for a good thing. I really do. I'm going to stay positive. And the thing is, even if I drop like a few places, even if I drop outside the top 100, because it's quite tight at the top, so easy to get back in it. You know, there's every chance I drop down to like 200 this week, and then maybe I go to 50 next week or something like that. It's really, really, I'm not expecting green arrows every week, but I do like my team in general. And I think this team is going to tick along really nicely. I think if you look over the course of, 4 or 5 game weeks, I think we are going to be still there or thereabouts around the top 100. I think we can stay around here with this team. If I was to wildcard right now, this is genuinely probably not far off the team I would be picking anyway. I really do like this team that much. But there we go. Should we go have a look at the bench list again for a few minutes? Now we've spoken about my team for a little bit. I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the chat asking, who's the bench out of this player and that player? Let's have a look. And we can maybe add 1 or 2 more players to this. LFC Mike says, Dan, at 100k, would you take a punt on Cancelo captain or play safe with Salah? At 100k, I would be... bear in mind, guys, that 100k is a phenomenal rank. That's really, really good. If you're ranked 100,000th in the world, that's brilliant. There's 8 million players, or 8.5 million players, or something like that. You're doing incredibly. So it's definitely not time to panic quite yet. But obviously the temptation is there a little bit more, right? Okay, who are people asking me to put on the list? I've seen Wilson on there a few times. Again, Wilson's the kind of player that if you've got him, you play him. He shouldn't even be on the bench list. Just play him. Like I say, I'm actually going to take off Chilwell and Antonio. No, I'm going to take off Chilwell. I'm going to leave Antonio there because obviously he has blanked a few times, which has kind of raised some doubts. But Chilwell, he doesn't even belong on this list. Like, you should definitely be playing Chilwell. Pavan says Vardy and Grealish to Kane and Gallagher. Yes, I like that, actually. I do quite like that. So, yeah, go for it, mate. Alberona says Ben Johnson, Tony and Chilwell. Which 2 would you start? All right, well, Chilwell, again, like I literally just said, you got to play Chilwell. There should never be a doubt. It should never be a doubt in your mind. We can add Ben Johnson to the list, however, I think. Playing Wolves, but He is bench fodder, really. How low do we put him? Because I honestly, you know, Sofao is going to come back into this team at some point as well. Okay, let's put Ben Johnson here. I'm not really sure about this one though, if I'm honest, guys. But he's not a very high priority player. There's like obviously lots of players to there's lots of players who you would prefer to play, right? Joel says Zaha, Gallagher or Jota for Rafinha. I would go for Jota. Jota or Bernardo Silva. I would go for Jota again. The thing is, the problem is with Bernardo Silva, or the worry with Bernardo Silva, is when we see this really congested fixture schedule, is there going to be a bit of rotation? Possibly. Possibly. I do like Bernardo as a pick, and if it was one Premier League game per week, then I would be preferring Bernardo Silva, but there is going to be Bernardo benchings, I think. Foden is a little bit nicer because I think Foden is slightly more nailed than Bernardo. There's not much in it. I think he's slightly more, but more importantly, I prefer Foden because I feel like his ceiling is really, really high. But I do like Bernardo Silva a lot, and I really was considering getting him, to be honest. But the thing that really puts me off is I do think that Bernardo Silva is going to be rotated over the busy fixture schedule. To be fair, I think Foden is as well. That's kind of putting me off buying more Man City players, even though their fixtures look pretty good. Guilty Sigurdsson says, hey mate, I'm terrible name. Hey mate, I'm about rank 7,500 and don't want to lose rank. Do you think Captain Kane over Salah is not sensible? Cheers mate. I don't really. I mean, if you just want to keep rank, then Captain Salah. If you just want to maintain your position, Captain Salah. If you want to gain position, then go for Kane. So that's pretty much the answer. And change your username. It's dreadful. Yeah, that's bad. Semedo on the list. I think I put Semedo on there already, didn't I? Where is Semedo, guys? Oh, yeah, he's pretty low. There's Semedo down there. He was a bit of a trap in the end, wasn't he? Morgan Campbell says, thoughts on Ronaldo captain? I love it. Absolutely love it. Start Rafinha or Livramento? Well, according to the list, we have to start Livramento over Rafinha. So Livramento is higher. So we're going to play Livramento over Rafinha. Well, I mean, that's just my random opinion. But yeah, Ronaldo captain, I like it. If I had Ronaldo in my team, I would be captaining him. Simple as that. I really would. But I don't, so I can't. Again, with people asking Kane versus Salah captain, Kane is really risky. I do prefer Salah. Even if their effective ownerships were identical, I would still probably edge towards Salah. To be fair, so yeah, I mean, if we're picking just the best captain, it's Salah, isn't it? Don't get me wrong, Kane's ceiling is probably pretty good. Is it even that good? Because remember, the Leeds have kind of, picked up defensively since, particularly since Calvin Phillips has been back. Leeds defensively aren't too bad. They may be kind of fulfilling what we hoped from them at the beginning of the season. So in a way, is Kane going to have better opportunities to score than Salah? I don't know. Probably not. Put Wilson again. I'm not going to put Wilson on the list. If you have Wilson, you should play him. Wilson is higher than everyone on this list. Sorry, captain is an option. Alexander Arnold versus Jota, who's a priority? Alexander Arnold is still the priority over. If I had to have one of Alexander Arnold or Jota in my team, I would still be picking Alexander Arnold for sure. Tinney to Lamptey, I've got to burn a transfer. Join me, mate. By all means, come and join me. Come and join me on the Lamptey hype. Put James on the list. No, if you have James, play him. Play James. Wilson, James, Chilwell. I mean, these are really important players in your squads. You shouldn't even be thinking about benching them, You guys are losing the plot. What about Iheanacho? I don't know. Apparently I've ignored a super chat. Oh, actually, no. They're just coming in. Right, sorry. Sometimes I get distracted by the main chat. that I need to catch up on Super Chats, but I do catch up on them eventually. Ilalo says, King or Huang as striker if you could only use one of them. I guess I would go for... that's really tough. Huang? King? Honestly, that's a coin toss. I really don't know. I wish I could help you out there. That's a coin toss. Usually I try not to sit on the fence, but I'm going to have to sit on the fence on that one. You're going to have to... I'm so sorry. King is obviously, got this fixture against a bad United defence. Huang, West Ham, kind of looking... You know what? I know. I'm not going to sit on the fence on this one. I don't like sitting on the fence. I'm going to say King. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is there. Go for King. Ahmed says, I have Mbeumo, Armstrong, Tony and Livramento, and I have to bench 2 of them. I'm thinking about bench boosting as I can't decide who to bench. Thoughts? I mean, again, I'm going to say the same thing as I said last week. Yes, fair enough, the bench boost last week did pay off, but that was mostly because of Ben Foster saving a penalty, which was really unexpected. If Ben Foster hadn't saved a penalty last game week, bench boost was not going to look as good. In general, anyway. Obviously it varies depending on who was on your bench. But, no, I mean, I'm going to say the same thing as I said last week. I really do prefer a bench boost on a double game week. And I'm not saying that's the only answer, but that is the only answer that I am personally thinking about. If you have a strong squad, you are going to bench points every week. You say this week I have Mbeumo, Armstrong, Tony, Livramento. I like all of them. In a few game weeks' time, you are going to be in the exact same situation again. You're going to say, I don't know who to bench again. If you have a strong bench, that's just kind of part of it. You're going to have these situations where you're not sure who to bench, this player or that player. It's a good thing. It's better to have points on the bench than not to have these players at all, because at least you have these options. At least you can rotate them from game week to game week. It's a good thing, but you do have to be okay and comfortable with having points on your bench. And guys, remember, when you get to a double game week and you've got all of these nice players on your bench, you're going to be flying. It's going to be a great week for a bench boost. It's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. I love those weeks where you use chips. Free hit, so exciting. Bench boost, so exciting. Triple captain, oh my word. I won't be able to take my eyes off the screen. So all really exciting stuff, but in a double game week, it makes it all the more exciting because you get to live through it twice. I love that. Twice the FPL in 1 week. Amazing. Amazing. It really is. So, Augustine says, Ronaldo a risky captain, trying to go up in rank. No, definitely like it. I definitely like Ronaldo as a captain. Definitely like it. Janania says, play Livramento or San Maximan, can't decide. I would just go for Livramento. We gotta stop doubting Livramento. And Mbeumo, he's on the list. He's on the list. You gotta find him, but he's on the list. A few of you guys asked to see my team there as well. All right, let's show you my team. A few of you guys may not have seen this. Maybe you're just joining the stream now. I'll show you my final team. Whilst that's loading, I'm gonna see if we can see anything interesting going on Twitter at the moment. Can't really see anything going on. Let's go latest tweets. I've gone too far. Yeah, this is my team anyway, guys. I'm going to scroll down a bit so you can see everyone. But yeah, this is my final team there. Hopefully that is going to be... helpful. Yeah, nothing interesting. People asking me if Foden's playing. I can't read the future. All I can tell you is that if he does play, he is going to be on for some serious points. And I'm not risking missing out on that. No way. No way. If you have Foden, keep him. If you don't have him, maybe not. A few people again saying Ronaldo over Salah for captain. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. I would probably go for Ronaldo over Salah if I had Ronaldo, but I don't. Solaris asked for wedding photos. I put a couple of photos on Twitter. It's my pinned tweet, so you can go check that out. I think I put a photo on Instagram as well. I might even post 1 or 2 more over the weekend. But yeah, I didn't want to post too many because of it's quite a private and intimate kind of... Ow. A private and intimate kind of thing. And we don't want to let you guys in too close into our lives. And obviously, there's a lot of people in these photos. Is it fair to, like friends and family? Is it fair to include those in photos that are being shared with a lot of people online? I don't know. I've got no Chelsea news, by the way. It doesn't seem like there's any. Someone asked what my team value is. I think it's 103.9 after my transfer. There's apparently some rumours on Twitter circling around Chelsea. I'm not going to go into them, to be honest, because rumours are rumours. So, yeah. Bring in Kane or Ronaldo. This week, if you're going to captain Ronaldo, bring in Ronaldo, I guess. But Kane, I do like. Is my cat in this room again? Yes. Where are you? The door's closed. There you are. Where have you been? This room is tiny, and yet you've somehow managed to hide from me for the past 45 minutes in this room. All right, well, little Milton wants to stay in the room. He can. Come on. Do you want to come sit in my lap? Come on then. Oh. Right, are you going to wish everyone a very good luck this game week? Good luck, everyone. I hope you have a fabulous game week. There we go. Come on, sit nicely on my lap. That's a good boy. Right. As we do get a little bit closer, though, guys, I know you guys have seen my team now. That is going to be, hopefully, burned into your retinas. Let's just leave up the bench list whilst you guys... whilst you guys kind of make your final decisions of your dilemmas. You are being so cute. Yeah, you can make your final decisions there. Milton equals GOAT. Completely agreed. He is the GOAT. The absolute GOAT cat. The best cat ever. He's just my best friend. Like, obviously, because I work from home and stuff, we just hang out constantly. Don't we? We're best friends. We are. Right, anyway, less about cats, more about FPL, I think. Tamalaka says, does Duffy have a better chance for a clean sheet than Antonio scoring? Probably not. Honestly, you back in a situation like that, you have to back the attacker. Antonio versus Duffy is a pretty simple choice for me to go for Antonio. William says, is it worth to take a -4 for either Laporte to Omar-Bamadelli and Jimenez to Kane, or Tony Jimenez to Pukki and Saka to Son? No, not really. No, I don't like it. I don't like either of those moves. Really, I think you're fine just to stick with what you've got. Really. A guy's still asking in the chat about Foden. I can't tell you for sure if he's going to start or not, but his ceiling is so high in this game. Danielle says Ram. Oh, you've given me a whole team. Jimenez to Jesus, or downgrade Havertz and take -4 for Trent or Cancelo. Your team doesn't even look too bad. I don't think you need to. I don't even think you need to do anything. I don't think we're certainly not really needing -4s here. I don't think. Your team's your squad's pretty good. If you can just wait and get Trent next or Cancelo next week, I think you'll be fine. You can downgrade Havertz there. Don't need to take a -4. Just use 2 transfers. FPL at Feline Premier League. Mr. Tasty Sock, interesting name. Feline Premier League should be a thing. It's now a good time to sell Rafinha. It's not a bad time to sell Rafinha if you particularly if you have a player in mind that you really want to get into your team. Van Dijk, yeah, not thinking about Van Dijk, I don't think. Guys, most of your questions are on the bench list. Yeah, literally. This is why I make the bench list, to try and help. This particularly at this stage in the stream, we get a flurry of questions that are all very, very similar. Should I play Bowen or should I play Mount? Should I play Brownhill or should I play Duffy? That's what the bench list is for, right? 2 goalkeepers, Foster or Gunnarsson. Just go for Foster. Could be really helpful for bench boosts in the future. And it's a good backup in case you get injuries or suspensions and stuff like that. Why is Livramento so high? Because he is the GOAT. He's the absolute FPL GOAT, that's why. And he's playing against Norwich. And he's going to score. Goal and a clean sheet from Livramento, please. 3 bonus points, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Punish all of those naysayers who benched Livramento, basically me last week. You are being a lovely cat. He's never sat on my lap during the stream before, because I'm always worried that he's going to get a bit stressed out, but he's fine. Jota on the bench list? No. If you have Jota, you are going to play him. You've got to play him. Come on. Do we know the Chelsea lineup? No, we do not. Where's Havertz on the playometer? Got to play him. Got to play him. Brian says Rafinha, Alan Saint-Maximin, Rudiger or Tony. All of which are on the bench list, other than Alan Saint-Maximin, who I'd probably put pretty low. Reasonably low. Anyway. Not super low, but reasonably low. But yeah, who have I got highest out of those players? Rafinha, he is down there. Rudiger, yeah, Rudiger. You play Rudiger probably. Yeah, you probably play Rudiger. Danielle says I was thinking the same, to just roll the transfer and do it all next week. Thinking about FOMO, about Trent and Cancelo. Cancelo, to be fair, could have a good score this week. I don't think, Trent against Arsenal, it's not the greatest fixture. If you're going to go for Trent, you can afford to wait 1 week. You really can. Like, you don't need to worry about FOMO on Trent this week. Yes, you could have a good score, but I wouldn't consider Trent an essential pick of this week. Whereas 90% of weeks, he would be an essential player, right? But you can wait 1 more week. It's not the end of the world. Georgios says Rafinha to Jota for a -4, worth it or just roll? I'll probably just roll, to be honest, mate. I mean, you could do it. I don't hate the move. If it's not the worst -4 in the world, but I'd probably be more tempted to just roll it. Even if Jota comes away this game with 5 points or just an assist or something like that, well, Rafinha outscores them anyway if you take the -4 into consideration. So yeah, I think you can afford to wait that one. Dan, I really need your help. Do I play Foden or Emerson Royale? I don't know. I don't know. Anyone else in the chat got any strong opinions of who they would start out of Foden and Emerson? Maybe we can help you out. Don't know. Does that help at all? Hopefully that should help. People really don't want to look at the bench list, do they? I mean, I'm really hope it's helping a lot of you guys, but half of the chat is literally just asking questions that are already answered on the screen. Like, not even half. About 90% of the chat is just answering questions that I've already answered. Maybe this bench list is not quite as useful as I thought it was. Thank you, chat, for helping us out. Apparently my microphone's been knocked as well. Milton, I'll let you out in a second. The stream is almost over. It's almost deadline. Don't worry. Don't scratch he really wants to go out. Right, I do want to get past deadline. I want to answer some final questions before letting him out. Patrick says Foden to Jota for -4. Definitely not. No. Don't like it. Also bench Livramento or Mbeumo. Again, look at the bench list, guys. Please look at the bench list. Please. Thank you for super chat. I really do appreciate it, but I don't want you to have to spend your money unnecessarily. But yeah, Livramento I would start over Mbeumo. And thank you for the congratulations as well, Pratik. I do appreciate that. I really do. Mahir says Livramento or Chilwell if you have James also. You'd still start Chilwell, I think. I think you start both Livramento and Chilwell and bench Armstrong and Mbeumo and Jimenez, wouldn't you? Probably. Oh my god. I mean, how have you got all of these players? You got to... I don't know, Mahir. But yeah, you play Chilwell over Livramento. And if I had to choose between Armstrong and Mbeumo and Jimenez, I would choose Armstrong. He's highest on the bench list, for good reason. Jota over Havertz or roll. I feel a roll. I feel a roll on that one. Feeling the roll. Callum says bench list is a great idea. People just like to act blind nowadays. Yeah, maybe so. Missed super chat. Did I miss another super chat? I thought I caught up. I think I'm caught up now. Maybe not. Richard Walker, Cancelo captain, a bad shout. It's a risk, but if you're happy to take that risk, then go for it. Oh, I did miss a few actually. Yeah, Richard. Yeah, it's a big risk. If you're happy to take the risk, then go for it. Could have a really high upside. Augustine says the pain Havertz caused on game week 9. I know it's stressful. It's stressful, but he's returned in two out of the last 2 games, so you know it's not all bad. Simon says keep the bench list to a braille version for the idiots who can't see it. Oh, I don't know if that's offensive to people who actually do require braille. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, people. I don't know. Maybe I am so interesting in the corner that no one is looking. Right, it's there. No, there. Right there. No one's looking there. Too interested in me. Right. Right. That's it. That is the end of. Well, I mean that's game week 12 begun. I mean, the deadline has passed, guys. The international break is over. Yes. Yes, no more boring international football. No more boring England versus San Marino and Albania. No disrespect to these countries, but these are not interesting football games. Premier League is back. Fantasy's back. Livramento's going to score a hat-trick. Havertz is going to let us all down. Tony's not going to score again. All of the fun. Kane is going to disappoint all of the new owners. It is exciting. It is amazing. Our benches are going to score so many points. Guys, we're back. We're back. FPL's back, guys. So, yeah, obviously, massive good luck to all of you guys. Hopefully, you managed to lock in all of your transfers and all of your captains and your benches in the right order, and your bench dilemmas or doubt dilemmas are completely solved. Completely solved, and everything is absolutely amazing in your FPL lives. Yeah, hopefully not too many of you guys bottled Foden and benched Foden, because I am quite excited about that one. I do think it could be really good. And Mbumo, please, Mbumo, do us a favour. And you know what? Lamptey as well. In a way, I kind of hope one of my players gets benched and doesn't come on off the bench, or is not in the squad or something. Because I would quite like Lamptey, you know. I'd quite like Lamptey to play for me. It's obviously not a priority over any of the players that you see, but it really would not be the end of the world if Lamptey did come on for this. That's pretty exciting, right? I'm actually really looking forward to owning Lamptey. I know it's a boring transfer, but it's also an exciting transfer in many ways, because we're predicting the future, aren't we? We're trying to find the next big thing. Lamptey, what's his ownership? It's like 0.7% last time I checked. Yeah, still 0.7%. So no one's going for Lamptey. No one's making these kind of luxury transfers right now. So people are not going to bring in Lamptey until it's too late, basically. Well, not until it's too late, but people are not going to bring in Lamptey until, you know, he scores a few points, you know. But hopefully that's going to happen. Well, next week would be nice, but it's really nice to have Lamptey before the fact. Let's see. And then people are just talking about random players. Last chance for Mbumo this game week. Yeah, don't blame you. I agree. Brother from another mother, keep killing it, bro. If you get to the number 1 spot, I'll send you $1,000 US. Don't worry about that. Give it to charity. If I finish, look at this guy. Look at it. Hang on. Look at this dude. Oh, I need to. Oh no, he's running away now. Look at this dude just chilling out here. You having a lay down? Oh, he's laying down now. He was sat up. I think he looked really cute. Let's just straighten up my stuff. Tighten this microphone. Yeah, if you really want to, give away some money, if some random YouTuber hits #1 in FPL, then you give it to charity, not to me. Ugh. Corey says I went crazy in Captain Gallagher. That's interesting. You know what, guys? We haven't done this in a while. Daniel says Callum Wilson. I don't know. Are you what captain? Love it. But you know what? We haven't done it in a while, and I don't even think we've done it this season. For those of you who have been here for a while, we remember that at the end of every deadline stream, and bear in mind there was a lot less people there at the time. At the end of every deadline stream, I'd ask you guys who you captained this game week, and everyone would write in the chat who they captained for the game week, and it basically served as a kind of like a poll in a way to see who who was the most popular captains, and see if we can see any interesting differentials that a lot of people are going for. So I think we should do that again, because we haven't done it in so long, and this is the first week for a while where there's actually been a bit of a captain dilemma. Not everyone is going for Salah. Most people are going for Salah probably, but there is a little bit of divergence there. A few people are going for some different things. So guys, what I want you to do, one word only, in the chat, I want you to type in the player that you have captained for game week 12. Put it in the chat once each. Just the name of the player only. Who have you captained this game week? I'm going to leave that a minute because there's a slight delay on the chat and we're going to be really laggy. You can make a poll. Yeah, I can make a poll. I will do more complicated things when I get my new Mac, because I just get too laggy at the moment. But yeah, all of these coming in, we've got a lot. Well, I mean, obviously there's a lot of Salah, but we've got a lot of Kane there. We actually got a decent amount of Harry Kane there as well. A few Ronaldos, which is good to see. I think you're going to be in for a good shout. And a few Cancelos as well. I like that. But the amount of Kanes in the chat is probably the biggest surprise, to be honest. Yeah, wow, crazy. A lot of you guys are going for Kane. That's good. Salah is the big guy, though, right? Yeah. Yeah, just set and forget, right? Salah captain, easy. No worries. A few Cancelos like it, and a few Cristiano Ronaldos. I think Cristiano Ronaldo captains in particular, I'm kind of jealous of you guys. I think you have a real potential here to do really, really well. You have real potential here to fly up the ranks. Let's see. So yeah, wicked. And a few Cancelos. Again, Cancelo is one of those ones where if it goes well, it will go really well. If it doesn't go well, then you're probably going to feel a little bit disappointed. But Cancelo, if it goes well, that is, again, is going to be one of those captains that could fly you up the rank. Cancelo and Ronaldo, those are the two captains which I am kind of jealous of in a way. Kane, I'm not so jealous of because, he still hasn't quite proven himself enough to worry me too much. I mean, obviously, I want him in my FPL team, but I'm not like super worried about Kane or anything like that. If he does really well, then I'll be celebrating. He's in my team at the end of the day, so I'm not really worried about him. And I don't think that Spurs are going to be able to score too many goals against Leeds. So I don't know if Kane is, obviously he's got a pretty high ceiling, right? Could do okay, but his ceiling is nowhere near as high as a Cancelo or Ronaldo. Those are the two players that could genuinely get 20 pointers this week, and you wouldn't be too surprised. You wouldn't be too surprised, would you? Salah, again, pretty high ceiling, pretty safe. Lots of goals usually in the Liverpool-Arsenal games. I think a few people are giving fake news in the chat. I wonder if we can maybe... Well, I mean, let's just confirm it is fake news first of all before I... Yeah, no, it's fake news. Let's get some stream bans. Let's ban some people who are giving fake news in the chat because it's like, it's not a nice thing to do. So yeah, let's block some people who are giving fake news in the chat. It's just not a cool thing to do. It's just not cool. It's not even funny. Like people like are here to talk about FPL and like be positive and stuff, and you're just messing with people for no reason. You're not going to mess with me. But some people do believe it, and that's the problem. Malang Sarr starts for Chelsea. Sources his Insta story. Wow, okay. I do believe that because I have seen a few different things from different people about Sarr. Oh, cheers, Dan Cross, for sorting that out. Let your cat, but my cat doesn't want to leave anymore. Now he's curled up very nicely next to me. Like, kind of, hang on, let me just show you. He's just laying there next to me. Being very, very cute. His ears turned towards us, so you know he's listening to us. You're listening to us, aren't you? You're sleeping, but you're listening. And you can see there's a let you in the secrets behind the room. There you go. Pretty dull room, to be honest. Have spent absolutely no money on revitalizing the office whatsoever. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Dan, can you consider making me a mod? I can help you in these deadline streams. We've actually got quite a few mods. I don't know how many of them are in today. I think it might just be Dan Cross today. But actually, we have got quite a few at the moment. But if any start to lose interest, then the people who I recognise as regular people in the streams, particularly channel members who support the channel as well, who I see a lot in the streams, I'll always consider making more mods. That's how I made Dan Cross a moderator. He was a channel member. I saw him commenting all the time. I saw him commenting on a lot of videos as well. He was really, really helpful in the chat, like giving, helping people out, giving very basic advice, how things work and stuff like that. I really, really appreciated it. And this was over a year ago. It's like, yeah, you've got to be a mod. You've got to be a mod. He's been a moderator ever since. Done an absolutely cracking job. Then I actually ended up meeting him at the FPL or Fantasy Football Fest in the summer, and we're going to be meeting again in the January Fantasy Football Fest as well. So that'll be good stuff. Shuji says, how was the wedding, mate, and how did this speech go? It went down an absolute storm. My speech actually went really well. Lots of laughs, lots of applause, and people seemed happy. I don't know. I think it went well. I'm looking forward to getting the wedding videos back to just see how well exactly it went, because maybe I was a little bit high on adrenaline and thought it went better than it did. There we go. Let's see what else we got. Swap Asp with Regulon today or tomorrow. I mean, you can't do anything now. The deadline's passed. People still saying Kane. Maybe we're still talking about captains here. Vincent said, did you cry when he gave the speech? I actually didn't cry at any point during the whole wedding, I don't think. Well, I got a little bit emotional, teary, but I didn't cry at any point. I think the adrenaline was so much and the anxiety was so much that it kind of overpowered it a little bit. And apparently that's that's quite common. Like, the guests are more likely to cry than the actual participants of the wedding, because as a guest you're kind of just viewing it, you're experiencing it. As when you're getting married, you've got so much going on all around you, constantly, non-stop, go. The adrenaline's running, the anxiety's there. You're worried, you're happy, you're celebrating, and you kind of don't really have a chance. HAC says FPL Fest is a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. It's called Fantasy Football Fest, and it's in London, and they've done one event so far. They've got another event that they're doing in January, and I will be going. Post it on YouTube. You won't. You're right. I'm not going to post it on YouTube. I don't know. I'm not really sure how much to post about my wedding, because, like I say, it's kind of an intimate, personal thing. I like to be pretty open with you guys, but it's not just about me. It's about my my wife, my friends, my family. Do they want to be exposed on the internet? Perhaps not. I don't mind, but yeah. How long have I known her? My wife, 6 years. 6 years. Ethan Fernandez, thank you for joining back as a member, by the way. Apparently you have to do it manually. Oh yeah, I don't know. What country are you in? Maybe it's something to do with that. I know there was some problems before in India with channel memberships. Apparently in India, all channel memberships were just cancelled. They were no longer on repeat. So yeah, I think maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe. I'm going to have a quick look at the see if anyone else has added to the Just Giving page. I think someone did. I can't remember who it was, but I think someone said in the chat that they'd added a little donation there. So yeah, we'll give a good thanks to the Just Giving page. There we go. Yeah, Matthew Vaughan. Great work raising money for an amazing cause. Dan, mental health affects everyone at some point in their lives. And congrats on the wedding, bud. Thank you so much, Matthew, if you're still here. I know you're here earlier on, but yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. And we'll go back to my team because I know a few people will be asking, Dan, who are you playing? Should I show my bench? Yeah, let's show the bench. No. Is it a bit weird calling her your wife now? You know what? Kind of no, because before, obviously, me and Morgan were engaged for. Danielle, thank you for joining as a member, by the way. Me and Morgan were engaged for over a year, and during that time, like, I didn't know what to call her. Do I call her my girlfriend? Well, she's not my girlfriend. She's more than my girlfriend now. Do I call her my fiance? Well, technically, fiance would be the right word, but I don't know. I feel like fiance sounds a little bit pretentious, maybe. I don't know. It's a kind of a little bit of an awkward word in a way. So I wasn't massive onto calling her fiance, but she was more than a girlfriend. So in many ways, being able to say wife is just easier. Because it answers everything you need to know. You know the exact context of our relationship. A girlfriend, you could be with your girlfriend for 1 week or 10 years. A fiance, again, it's a bit pretentious. A wife, you're in it for life, right? But the only weird thing about saying calling her my wife is that we are both pretty young and we also look young. So it's kind of like we look like we've got married really, really young or something like that. So I don't know. Daniel says he lost his membership too. Are you in India by any chance? Because I do think that I think we might be onto something here. Indra says, I thought there would be 100 experts video. I found the video very useful. Yeah, it is a really good video, and I love that video as well. I find it useful myself. So, yeah, it will be back next week. But unfortunately, it's been a busy international break for me. So it's kind of been difficult to get all of the content out that I wanted to get out. There's just not enough time. I had to take a bit of a break. I can't just, just got married and go straight back to on the videos. It's just not really right. Mickey says, I've been a member for over a year. I actually forgot. Glad I have been contributing, though I actually haven't missed a video since you started. Wow, thank you, Mickey. I appreciate that. Daniel says, yes, I'm from India. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I think it might be a situation where all channel memberships in India were cancelled, maybe. But good to have you back. Kishen as well, thank you very much. Does she have FPL? Does she play FPL? A little bit, not really. Saying my girl is more than girlfriend but less than married in the US. More than... okay, I kind of get what you mean. I don't know. I think in the UK that would be kind of considered a little bit flippant, maybe a little bit not disrespectful necessarily, but a little bit too casual, maybe. Okay, right. Can you tell us how you met Mrs. FPL? Yes, I can. I actually said on stream a couple of times that the story of how I met Mrs. FPL Mate was going to be in my speech, so I didn't want to say it on stream in case anyone at the wedding was watching the streams, because I know a few of them do watch the streams, quite a few of them actually do watch these streams, who were guests at the wedding, and I didn't want to spoil it. So yes, a few people asked about my job. By the way, this is my job. FPL is my job now. Amazing, right? But yeah, making YouTube videos is my job. That's it. I don't have a day job anymore. I used to, but yeah, I jacked that in over the summer, just to focus more on the YouTube channel. But yeah, the story of how I met Mrs. FPL Mate is an interesting one. So. Story time. Basically, this was, like I said, years ago. And I was on Tinder. You guys know what Tinder is? I'm assuming you have that all around the world, and even if you don't, you're probably familiar with what Tinder is. Mobile dating app. You scroll through and you try and find some people that you like the look of, and hopefully you can match with them and get a conversation started. Now, I was on Tinder. I was scrolling through the girls, the ladies, seeing who I fancied, who I didn't fancy, and I saw this absolutely stunning girl on there. So obviously I'm gonna match with her. I want to match with this girl. She's absolutely amazing. But the thing is, I didn't really fancy my chances. To be honest, because when a girl is so beautiful, you just know that they're getting so many offers on Tinder. So many offers. It's just not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. Even if you match with them, they're talking to so many other people. It's not going to happen. I mean, maybe that's just me, a lack of confidence, but it's tough out there. Tinder is seriously brutal, and I have never had any luck. I was using it for years and years and years. Never met a single person up in real life through Tinder. It just didn't work for me. Maybe I don't have that much confidence. Maybe I'm not quite good looking enough. Maybe I'm not that interesting enough. Maybe I have no game. I don't know, or did not anyway, back when I was a little bit younger, to be fair. But anyway, we matched. Well, wait, no, we didn't match. I tried to match her. So I swiped, what is it? I can't even remember now. It's been so many years. Swipe right? I swiped right on her. But before I did that, I looked at her profile and I noticed that she had her Snapchat account written on her Tinder profile. Now, I can either just do what normal people do and hope I get a match. If I do, then it's natural. It's going to happen. It will end up working out. Or I can try and force it and add her Snapchat. She's volunteered her Snapchat. It's in her bio. I can just take the Snapchat, bypass the Tinder matching system, because I didn't think I was going to get matched anyway. Let's just bypass the system, cheat the system, outfox the system, add her on Snapchat. So that's exactly what I did. I added her on Snapchat. Now, what did I do next? Well, again, a normal person would perhaps, introduce myself on Snapchat instead, maybe. But no, I didn't. Again, I am not outside of YouTube. I am not a particularly confident person. I really am not. I'm quite a shy person. I have no game. I don't know how to, or I never knew how to talk to girls. I was a little bit of a late bloomer in the romantic department, I suppose. Let's put it that way. I have no game. I don't know how to chat to girls. So I thought I was being really clever. Okay, we'll bypass the Tinder match system. We'll add the Snapchat. But then I didn't talk to her on Snapchat. I just didn't. I was just too nervous. I was too scared. How do I introduce myself? Is this creepy that I've added her Snapchat? How do I even... I mean, yes, she volunteered the information, but I don't want to give unsolicited messages to someone. She's not given a declaration that she likes me back as you would on on Tinder. What do I do? So I panicked and I didn't message her ever. Didn't happen. I didn't message her at all, ever. In fact, until she messaged me. What? She messaged me. Okay, so this is her message. Her message was, "Oh my god, your fake tan is amazing." Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm mixed race. So my paternal grandfather is Nigerian. So I am 1/4 black, and as such, I have pretty dark skin. You know, I'm not white. You know, I've got reasonably dark skin. You can't really tell on camera and stuff because of the contrast and stuff. But if you met me in real life, you would know that I have pretty dark skin. And I've just got this random message that says, "Your fake tan is amazing." Okay. Thank you. I guess. But that's. I mean, like, how do you react? Like, is this a racist attack on me? Is this just, you know, someone who's just really, really dumb? I don't know what's going on here. I mean, fair enough. She you know, this is a beautiful girl, so we're gonna give her a little bit of leeway. You know, we're gonna give her a little bit of leeway. We're gonna allow it a little bit. So I kind of just play along a little bit and just go, thank you, I guess. But it's all natural. It's all natural, baby. You know, I didn't say baby. I'm like I said, I've not got this much game. It's all natural. It's actually a natural tan, and yeah. I mean, it was a pretty awkward encounter until she messaged me again. Saying, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. That message was not intended for you. I've got a friend called Danny, and she's just had a fake tan. I think she was going to, you know, like a prom or a social or something like that. And she's just had a fake tan, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. This message was not meant for you. Your name, Daniel. I can't remember what my name was on Snapchat, but my name, Daniel, was obviously next to her friend Danny. And she'd accidentally messaged me saying your fake tan is amazing when she meant to message her friend who had just got a fake tan. So it was a completely accidental message to me. But obviously it was an amazing icebreaker because obviously I found that hilarious. That was so funny to me. Like, I'm sure that's funny to you guys as well. I'm seeing a couple of lols in the chat, you know, a couple of laughing emojis. But it was so funny to me. I laughed about it. I kind of put her at ease. Don't worry, it's absolutely fine. I take no offense to this kind of stuff. It was an honest mistake, and it's actually a really funny mistake as well. So we had a laugh about it. We kept chatting, and you know, the awkwardness kind of passed. We were laughing about it a little bit, and it, you know, like I said, it was actually a really good icebreaker. And from there, we just spoke more and more. Started texting, started FaceTiming, then started meeting up. Before you know it, we were, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend, and, you know, there we go. The rest is history, I guess. But yeah, no, it's just incredible that the amount of coincidences, or, you know, the things that had to happen along the way in order for me to now be a married man. So many things happened along the way. You know, the fact that I decided to ignore how Tinder works, basically, and took a risk and added her on Snapchat. The fact that I didn't message her on Snapchat. If I decided to talk to her on Snapchat, I would have probably blown it. Because I wouldn't know what to say. I would probably be a bit awkward and, you know, not very, you know, I wouldn't know how to break the ice or make her feel at ease or anything like that. And she accidentally messages me with a, arguably a racist message. Obviously, it wasn't intended. And I guess she felt so bad that she had to be nice to me. And we kind of, there we go. It all happened. Robert says, bring her here. We have some questions. Do you actually have some questions? Ayo says, I yelled when you revealed your Nigerian side. Love it. Yeah, man. I'm going to go get Tinder now. Yeah, go for it. Did you thank that friend of hers? No, I didn't actually, but I probably should. Liam says, with me, women seem to come along when I'm not looking for them. Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of what happened. I'd not initiated contact with her, and it happened, right? Danielle says, you are naive if you still think it was accidental. No, I know Morgan very well, and it was definitely accidental. There is no way she would say something like that. No way. Qasim says, so did you invite this Danny to the wedding, and how's her tan now? No, we didn't actually invite her, and Morgan's not so close to her now. Does she watch your videos? Yes, she does. We have a lot of questions. All right. Shall I go see if I think she's painting at the moment. Well, painting the bedroom. Let me go. Let me go see if she wants to come over. And I suppose we should also talk about some FPL, right? Because the teams are going to be out. Let's get up the team news. And whilst Twitter is loading, because Twitter always takes an absolute age to load whilst I'm streaming, we'll put the lineups up. And I will go and see what Morgan is doing. And if you have any questions regarding the origin story, hopefully she'll be able to answer some of them. If she is available to come on stream. Right. Oh God, hang on. Morgan, are you busy? Have some questions for you. Oh, I've got it like shit. Doesn't matter. Right, 2 minutes. Can I have a cup of tea? Have you already made it? Thank you. Right. She's just going to make a cup of tea and then she's going to come. Sorry about that, guys. She's just making a cup of tea. F in the chat for Danny, I know. FPL is set, bro. Let's talk live. Oh, I know what you mean. Right, so we have got the lineups. They should be up now. Here we go. Yeah, okay. So much for Saar. Mendy, Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Rudiger. So, no Azpilicueta in defence. James and Chilwell are playing as well. Kante, Jorginho in midfield. Mount, Havertz, Hudson-Odoi. So, who are the main missing players here? Well, I guess just Azpilicueta, really. That's the only player who a lot of people still have. But, you know, Azpilicueta, it's just a nightmare situation, FPL-wise. How is he so frozen out? Oh, well. And then, what have we got here? So, a 5 at the back situation for Leicester. Midfield of Samari and Ndidi. Pretty defensive. They are lacking Tielemans, of course. So, clean sheets potentially on the cards for Leicester. Maybe. An attack of Barnes, Lookman and Vardy. So no Iheanacho there. I know a few of you guys do have Iheanacho as well. But there we go. Pretty happy with those lineups still, I think. Yeah, I think overall that's probably going to be good for most of us, right? Everyone happy with that? Tronic says, nah, Dan, we heard it. She was going to get ready. No, she's not. She's making a cup of tea. And yes, I did secure myself a cup of tea as well. Here she comes. She does look like, I'm not going to say what because, you know, we don't swear on stream.
Can I come in?
Yeah, of course you can come in.
I look like Codswallop.
You look like Codswallop. You look beautiful. You got some cake as well.
Oh yeah, I wanted some cake and then you rudely interrupted
You got
me.
some wedding cake. Well, okay, take the seat.
Okay.
Everyone, if you want to ask Morgan some questions, oh my word, now is your opportunity. Oh my God.
Obviously I was not ready for this.
No, you're not. Now is your opportunity to ask me to FPL Mate any questions you want.
Well, lots of people asking.
Yeah.
That's
because
so
I was
funny.
telling them the story of how we met.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh yes. And now they have questions for you.
Where are the questions?
I don't know. Maybe on the chat.
I can't see any.
They might take a minute to come in because the stream is slightly delayed.
Dan Cross is asking what type of wedding cake. It's just a vanilla sponge. I'm a bit of a plain Jane, so I've gone for a nice cheesy one today.
Congrats on the marriage there. It looks like you both have a combined age of and. Yeah, I said we're both way too young to be married, but. Someone says nice fake tan, Morgan.
Very good.
Joe Vile says, what do you do as a job?
I'm a nurse.
Can you see the questions? Or are they going a bit too fast?
They're going a bit too quick.
Would you like me to read them out and you answer them?
Yeah, read them out for me.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. I've got a bit of a chest infection at the minute, so I feel a bit rubbish, but I'm okay.
How long have you been dating?
Wow, we've been together 6.5 years now.
Yep. Is it true you were rude to our boy Dan when we first met?
Did you tell them that I
Yeah.
didn't mean to actually message you?
Yeah. Yeah, I told that. I told them it was an accident. Some of them believed you. Some of them thought you were just
No.
an actual real life racist in the flesh.
No, of course I'm not.
What colour are you painting the room? What colour are you painting the room?
Oh, did you tell them I was painting?
Yeah.
So in our bedroom, we're painting the white walls and Egyptian cotton on the wardrobe and plain main wall.
There we go. What's your favourite thing about Dan? This could be fun.
That he's just ridiculous and funny.
What do you mean?
You're just so funny and crazy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Who would she captain? Who did you captain?
Who did I captain?
I think you captain Ronaldo.
Let me have a look. Hang on.
Dara says, "What do you think of Dan's speech at the wedding?"
It was so lovely, but it's so true. Like with weddings, that it just goes like that, and we're so glad we got a videographer now because I don't remember half of the speeches, so I just want to kind of relive the moment. I captained Salah.
There we go. What team do you support from TGG?
I guess it's got to be Arsenal because of Dan, but I did
Yeah.
support Liverpool growing up.
But we're Arsenal now in this household. Akin says, "Was it tough for you as a nurse during the pandemic?"
Yeah, just a little bit, but
Yeah.
I won't go into it.
Why not? People are
It was-
interested in you.
It was hard.
Unless you don't want to say.
It still is really hard, but yeah, I don't want to depress you all. This is a happy stream.
It's not too depressing, but no. Morgan was one of those student nurses who was deployed early. She was still a student, and she had, because there was a nurse shortage in the UK to tackle COVID. She went out and was deployed early before she'd even qualified and worked so hard. And I'm so proud of her for that. So I am going to give her props for that. Nursing stuff during the pandemic.
What was our wedding song?
Go on then.
So actually, it took us such a long time to find a wedding song because both of our music taste is so different. So we ended up choosing one of Justin Bieber's songs from his 2015 album because we were both just obsessed.
Yeah, when we first met, we both listened to that a
So
lot, weren't we?
we basically just chose a song that sounded relatively like a wedding dance song. So we went for Justin Bieber Purpose.
Yeah.
And it was quite cute, actually.
It was very cute.
Are you a proper nurse or a dental nurse? I'm a proper nurse.
But
dental nurses are also
they're
nurses.
all nurses.
But I'm an emergency nurse, so in the emergency department.
Here we go. You are so wholesome. I love it. That's cute. You are wholesome.
Thank you.
Morgan, did he brag with his FPL position at the wedding?
He didn't, but his brother, who's our best man, his best man, bragged about it in his speech. And then he got everyone to give him a round of applause, which is quite funny.
Blue 2R says, "Is it true?" Says it's all natural, baby, about the fake tan. I did not say baby. I just said I said it's natural. I did not say baby. For the rest of it's true, right?
Yeah, it was. You said it was all natural. It was such a long time ago now. I can't remember it word for word.
Yeah. It was literally 6 years ago. Dan looks like Jorginho from the pic. Take that. He's a good-looking bloke.
Is he the one that you packed last night?
No, I packed David Ginola on
Oh.
FIFA last night, which was an amazing experience.
I was upstairs painting and I just had this almighty scream. I went downstairs like, what is he doing?
I packed David Ginola on FIFA. It was an incredible moment in my life. Like the wedding, that was good as well. I'm just joking. Are you two related? I was waiting for those questions.
Yeah. No, we're not. We couldn't be far from related. Thank God.
Yeah, we're not the same ethnicity. We weren't born in similar areas or anything like that. So the chances of us being related are pretty low.
Yeah. Unless, so you're Nigerian blood.
Yeah.
I'm Iranian blood.
Yeah.
So we couldn't be far from each other with our ethnicities.
Could be a bit further. But there we go. What else have we got?
How many sugars in the tea?
Yeah,
One sugar. One sugar.
Excuse me. Yes. Alfred says, how many FPL references was in Dan's speech?
I
None!
don't actually think there were any.
No, I set myself a challenge. I thought, this is a wedding. We can't just talk. I talk about FPL all week. I'm not going to bring it to the wedding as well. So I didn't. And Jack Knows Football says, Gin Light in, I'm a celebrity now, Dan. I know, that's what I made it even weirder when I packed him. You have a pretty wife. I do.
I don't feel pretty.
You are pretty.
I was thinking to myself when I was doing this cup of tea, I'm going to have to start putting makeup on every time you stream if you're going to grab me halfway through.
I won't. People like to see you. Henrik says you look like Rosella Ayane.
Who's that?
Let me do a Google.
Whilst you're Googling, I'll answer a question.
Go on then.
What kind of...
It must be me, because that is apparently... No, it is a girl's name.
Oh.
I think.
Okay, well, you have a look.
Person.
What kind of wedding dress did I go for? So, I went for a slim-fitting dress with a massive train. It was just lovely. I really liked it. You'll have to have a look on Dan's Twitter.
Or Instagram.
To have a look. I can't really describe it. But it was just basically a really nice figure-hugging, slim-fitting dress with like a really long chain. Oh, that's really cute. She's really pretty.
She is.
I recognise her. She's on the adverts.
Is she on the adverts?
Yeah, she's on the adverts.
Yeah, football player for Tottenham, which is a shame. But we can't all play for good teams. What have we got here? Anything else interesting? Are you both Nigerian? No. I'm 1/4 Nigerian, and Morgan is 1/4 Iranian from Iran.
You wouldn't be able to tell with how pale I look in this light.
This honestly, the lights that I've got in here make everyone look so pale. Like everyone, people you just are actually surprised when they realise I'm not white. Although in our wedding pictures, I had fake tan on, so spray tan, and it's so funny because I actually look darker than Daniel in some of the pictures. Yeah.
Especially my orange hands. That was funny.
TGT says, are you going to use Twitter more, Morgan?
I don't really know what to tweet.
Why don't we? Well, we said about maybe trying to get you into the top 1 million in FPL.
Yeah.
Because what are you ranked, like 7 millionth at the moment? So.
It's terrible.
Why don't you just do like weekly updates on your score, and we'll just see how well you do.
Okay,
People might like that.
maybe I'll screenshot my team for this week as well.
Yeah, screenshot your
good.
scores at the end of each game week, and then everyone can see how you're getting on.
You know what I don't like about Twitter though? It's just how opinionated it is. I'm such a light-hearted person that I'm like, when I see confrontation, I just hide away from it. So
Twitter can be really, really brutal.
I'm just gonna mute everyone.
Yeah, no, it can be super brutal. Luckily, like YouTube is a much kinder place, I find in general.
Yeah. How do you handle shift work as a couple? It's okay most of the time. It's when I do nights really, which knock everything off, doesn't it? Because you have to be like silent around the house, and I turn into a monster if I don't sleep. So poor Dan has to put up with a very grumpy me for like 3 days following my night shifts.
That's fine. Yeah, no, it's kind of difficult when you're doing nights because I try, when you're doing night shifts, I try and change my sleep schedule so I'm sleeping in the day at the same time as you a little bit, so we can hang out. I don't know.
We do try.
Because otherwise, I don't see you. You're at work while I'm asleep, and yeah. Oh well. Anything else? Dan Cross says, I literally just post my team every week, Morgan. No need for anything special. There you go.
I might just copy you then, Dan. I might just literally see what you're tweeting and just...
What, just tweet the exact same thing? You'll probably get more likes than me. She's already got, like hundreds of followers.
It's so funny.
From nothing.
It's so funny.
From like 2 tweets.
From 2 tweets.
From 2 tweets, you've got hundreds of followers. That's what happens when a girl goes on football Twitter.
428 followers.
What? Oh my god! It took me like
so
months
funny.
and months and months to get that many followers.
I'm a star in the making.
You are a star in the making. You're going to take over. You're going to inherit this channel. I'm going to put you in. I'm going to write you in my will as the new FPL Mate, the successor of the FPL Mate channel. It's going to be like when is it like in Marvel and DC comics when one superhero dies, like there's a replacement, like Robin became Batman after Batman died. The new Batman. It's going to be like that. When I die, you're going to become the new FPL Mate.
Did you know Dan planned the wedding in the international break? Funny story, actually. The first wedding date we had in September, we accidentally kind of booked it on a break, so that was just luck. But then when we were planning the new date, it was me who told Dan we should plan it around the next international break. And funnily enough, I had a weekend off that weekend anyway, because we were meant to be going away. So we just did that weekend, didn't we?
Yeah. People asking for your Twitter now.
At Mrs. FPL Mate.
Yeah.
So basically Dan's Twitter, but
With
Mrs. in the beginning.
I'm going to have my cup of tea.
That cake is delicious.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like vanilla.
I love it. Do you have a dog? No.
Just a cat.
Just a cat. We just don't have time for a dog, unfortunately.
She's still eating the cake. I 100% support that.
I can't stop my life. I've got to eat my food.
Yeah.
Do I watch Love Island? I do. I'm a basic white girl.
Is it on at the moment? No, okay.
No, but I'm about to watch I'm a Celebrity.
You are. Is it started?
No, this weekend I think.
It starts tonight or tomorrow?
Or tomorrow, one of the two. I'm not too sure. How old are both of you? No? We are old.
We are.
We're both in our late 20s, but I don't want to disclose.
Late 20s? How dare you?
Dan's a couple years older than me.
I am a young whippersnapper.
Someone loves my accent. This isn't actually my accent, is it? I've just got I've got a chest infection, so I sound a bit croaky.
Yeah, you do have a bit of an accent. A little bit of an accent.
Yeah, a little bit of a northern twang.
Yeah, but because you've got like a croaky voice at the moment, you sound a bit like Miley Cyrus, like that gravelly voice.
I do. I just need to clear my chest and I'll be fine.
Fair enough. Apparently Love Island is on in Australia at the moment.
Oh, no. To be fair, I'm not too invested in Love Island. I watch the first half and get bored. Where are we planning our honeymoon?
We don't know.
We don't actually know. So if you've got any recommendations...
Oh, people have given us so many recommendations. So many people have offered to basically put us up. Have offered say, yeah, come here. We'll show you around the island, and people saying stuff like that.
That's so lovely. We're thinking New York, but we think we might go somewhere hot now. But we'll go next summer.
Yeah, we're going to go in the summer after the football season has ended. That way I'll just be able to take literally several weeks off rather than, I can't just stop.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Stop making videos because it's my entire income now.
Someone said the Maldives. If we had the money, that would be lovely. But to be honest, we probably would end up going back to Bournemouth.
Go back to Bournemouth.
Someone said back to Bournemouth.
Yeah, let's go back to Bournemouth.
No, it was good for one day.
Yeah, we did go away for a few days after the wedding, which is why I wasn't making videos or very active on Twitter or anything.
It was really nice, wasn't it? We went to a little vineyard, an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. Drank very nice local wine.
Yes, drunk local wine. We chilled out. We didn't do much. We just kind of wanted to relax a little bit after the wedding because wedding was just so full on.
Yeah.
So yeah. How the football is actually going to start? I can't believe how long I've been streaming. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, you've helped. You've revitalised the stream. You've got everyone going again. Everyone going again. Iceland for the honeymoon. Bit cold.
You know what? We were going to go to Iceland on a holiday, weren't we?
Yeah, that was a nice place in Iceland we like the look of.
But
Dan Cross says, right, I should shower. Catch you later, folks. Good luck this game week. See you later, Dan. Good luck, mate.
Bye, Dan. Austria.
What do you thought about that? Honeymoon fundraiser, let's go. Oh, don't worry about that. No, definitely not. If we're doing fundraisers, it's going to be for charity, not for holidays.
We actually did really well, didn't we, with the fundraiser?
Yeah, I've been talking about it earlier in the stream
and
today.
we made so much money.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. What were the biggest costs of the wedding? It was actually the venue itself.
Yeah.
But we were quite lucky, actually, because we were looking around COVID. The venue that we chose, we're actually doing like an offer. So we got a DJ included, we got money behind the bar, like upgrade to champagne instead of Prosecco, all for like a relatively good price. And we got a bit of money back as well by getting our guests to pay for the hotel rooms as well. Yeah. So, but yeah, the venue is always the expensive thing with a venue, with a wedding, sorry.
Yeah. Well, was for us anyway.
And what did you do for your first date, and did he pay? So, as some of you probably know, that I'm from Northampton originally, so Dan took us on a date to, it was an Italian restaurant, wasn't it?
Restaurant,
which was actually really lovely, and he paid as well, yeah. But it doesn't matter if he paid or not. We are equals.
We are equals, and it's 2021 for God's sake, guys. Get with the program. I need to get lower. I can't see. I think we'll probably round off the stream anyway because it's been going on for ages. I'm sure people are bored.
Okie dokie.
Or maybe they're not.
Can I speak Farsi? No, I can't, unfortunately.
Is that a Iranian language?
Yeah, I actually have a few work colleagues who can speak Farsi and have been teaching me a few phrases, but no, I can't, unfortunately.
Is that like is that its own language? Is it a Persian language, or is it a derivative of Arabic or something? I don't really know.
I'm not too sure, to be fair, but it's kind of around that.
Fair enough. There you go. Have you started sharing a bank account?
No,
we haven't. Oh my god, we need to do that.
We do. It's just such a pain in the bum to sort out a joint account because we're with different providers, so it's just a bit of a nightmare transfer and everything.
Yep, it is, but we will do it. Lads, we aren't bored. We are having fun, Dan. I know. But the football is going to be starting, and you're not going to watch us two natter along rather than watch the football. And we can't do a watch along because the internet and hardware that I got is just not good enough for it right now.
We should go Italy, south of Italy.
Yeah, we could do that.
I've actually been to Sorrento, and it's just stunning. So yeah, I love Sorrento and down south Italy.
Dan, are you Middle Eastern? No, I am not. I am quarter Nigerian, mixed race, if you like. Barcelona for the honeymoon, triple-digit haul for the game week as a newlywed. Oh, that would be amazing.
What is that?
So it says a triple-digit haul for this game week as a newlywed. That will be your gift from FPL this game week. That would be amazing. I would love a triple-digit haul. That means 100 points or more.
Ooh.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Who's the big spoon?
You. Lonely.
Depends.
But Daniel does enjoy being a little spoon.
It's equal. Everyone's equal. If I want to be a little spoon, if I want to be a little guy sometimes, I can be a little guy. There we go.
So funny.
Right, let's wrap it up.
I want to finish my cake.
Okay. Let's... Bye! I'm joking.
It's alright, I'll leave you to it. Let me just get my cake.
Yeah, I'll do a quick goodbye. Stay here for a quick goodbye. So, thank you everyone for watching the stream. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like before you go, that would be amazing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Obviously, good luck in all the football. I will be over on Twitter if you want to carry on the conversation there. That'd be good fun. But yeah, good luck this game week, guys. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you have enjoyed the little bit more relaxed post-deadline stuff we've been doing. Maybe do some more of this in the future. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you later, mates.